They landed on grass. Devonport Park spread out around them, morning light falling soft through the trees. The air was sharper here, touched with salt from the River Tamar below. A magpie startled nearby, flapping into the branches, but no one else was close. Jack let out a low whistle. Now that's more like it. They walked slowly at first, gravel paths winding between lawns. Ahead, the tall stone war memorial rose above its railings, a carved cross catching the sun. At its base, names were cut into pale blocks, long rows of men remembered from wars that had scarred the last century. Jack scrolled his phone, reading aloud. This one was unveiled in 1924 for the Great War dead. Then they added more names after the Second World War. Whole generations written in stone. Theo ran his fingers just above the lettering without touching it. The alignment of the carved lines pleased him. Neat, exact, ordered against time's chaos. He stepped back, framed the memorial perfectly with his phone camera, and only clicked when the symmetry was exact. They moved on. In the heart of the park stood the bandstand, bright metal painted fresh white against the green. It looked too new to belong, but Jack's phone told him otherwise. Victorian design, rebuilt in 2012. Lottery money paid for it. Used to be bands playing here every weekend. He grinned. Imagine us turning up in 1912. Suits, hats, brass band blasting. Theo tilted his head, picturing the geometry of it. The octagonal roof, each post aligned like coordinates. His photo captured it square on, no tilt. Further along the path, the park's clock tower stood on its slender iron post, faces gleaming with Roman numerals. Theo stopped dead, eyes locked on the hands. It's out by 20 seconds, he muttered, then waited until the minute hand aligned just right before taking his picture. Jack shook his head, amused. Mate, one day you'll build a clock that runs off quantum sync. The last stop came where the Boer War gun sat heavy on its stone base. Jack leaned against the railing, squinting at the inscription. Ready, I ready. That's the Navy's motto, yeah? Theo nodded once, tracing the clean symmetry of the gun carriage with his eyes. Jack read on from his phone. Captured in South Africa 1900. Brought here by the crew of HMS Doris. Memorial to the men who died there. Theo took another photo, centering the wheels perfectly in frame. The stillness of it. A weapon turned monument. Pulled at him in a way he couldn't name.
Follow Furnzzz Publishing for stories where history meets imagination. From neurodiversity to mystery, time travel and beyond, the adventure continues.